I'm going to show you how to make a simple pizza dough at home. The recipe I'm using is Bobby Flay's pizza dough. You can look it up online to follow along easier. It's a simple recipe and I've found can make a faster dough without sacrificing taste. What I use equipment-wise is a large mixing bowl, large measuring cup for water, 1 cup, a tablespoon, and a teaspoon, and something to mix with. First, we need 3.5 cups to 4 cups of bread flour. I live in a very dry climate, so I try to use the least amount of flour as possible to keep as much moisture as I can in. I can always add more flour later if I need to. Next is 1 teaspoon of sugar. Next is the salt. Any salt will do. I happen to use Laurie's garlic salt because I love it and I think it tastes good on anything. Now we add the yeast. An envelope or small package of yeast is 2 1/4 teaspoons. I also happen to live in an area with a very high altitude, and I've found less yeast is better than more, so I only use 2 teaspoons. I like to give the dry ingredients a little mix before adding the wet ingredients. You don't have to. It can just make the dough a more consistent texture or make mixing a little faster and easier. Now we add our 1.5 cups of hot water. The recipe calls for water that's 110 degrees. That's like bath water on the warmer side. The tap at my house does not get very hot. I've lived places where the water out of the tap can easily burn you. As long as the water isn't so hot that you can't touch it or is steaming, you should be fine. Then add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Really any oil will work. Olive oil will taste better, and this garlic infused oil is just great on everything and has a nice aroma. Now we mix until the dough starts getting kind of shaggy. When it looks like it's to the point where you can reach in and grab it without getting all sticky, go for it and start kneading it and folding it over itself until it becomes more elastic feeling and a little sticky. If it's too sticky, add a little more flour, like a teaspoon to a tablespoon at a time. Make sure to get the sides. What makes for a really good dough I've found is just kneading the hell out of it. The more you knead and smash that dough into itself, the more stretchy, chewy, and bubbly your crust will get. Once the outside is nice and smooth and the ball feels tight, drizzle a little olive oil over the dough and cover it to prevent the outside from drying out while it rises. Then grab a damp paper towel and cover the dough. Because it's so dry where I live, it's more like a wet paper towel to keep as much moisture in as possible. Then wait for the dough to double in size. For me, again, because of the altitude, I only need to wait about 30 minutes. For somebody at sea level, it'll probably be closer to an hour, give or take 10 minutes. From there, take it and do whatever. Stretch it into a large pizza or 2 medium pizzas. I made it into cheesy bread and added pepperoni on mine. That's it. Good luck and thanks for watching.